Hey guys, welcome back to yet another episode of Antlered Pursuit TV. I'm here with these three guys right here. In today's episode, as well as this year, we have a couple of videos coming out on snapping turtle, catching, hunting, or whatever you call it. Today's episode, we are going to be mainly focusing towards on making the traps. Especially, we're going to be making live traps and not necessarily the traps that you use such as a trap line, where you have a hook down the throat. We're going to make the traps in the form of catch and release, so we can pick out which turtles we want to keep and or later process to the next step of these videos. So we're going to go through and tell you guys a little bit about who we're dealing with here and what their main goal is for these episodes to come. So you want to go ahead and start?
Yeah, I'm Conrad Dillman. I mainly wanted to start trapping turtles to eat them. I wanted to see what the meat tastes like and maybe get the skulls to some of them.
So I'm his brother, I'm Lincoln, and I would like to see some shells, get some shells.
And I'm Keller, I'm also their brothers, and I wanted to get the skulls because the skulls look pretty good too.
All right, man. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the little clippets we have. It's going to be kind of not really a fast forward motion, but there's going to be some different parts, different series on these videos. And if you have any questions regarding how to make these traps and stuff like that, we are learning, but we're more than welcome to share with whatever information we have as far as teaching you guys the next step on enjoying a fun new experience for us. So stay tuned and enjoy the show. Alright, so before you guys go ahead and get started on the build, too much of the building process, I want you guys to figure out what type of wire I'm using and go down in the description, check that out, so then you can come back to this scene and really get a better understanding about how to fold. So one instance we used our hands, next instance we used a hammer, such as you see right here. A hammer and board makes those corners totally sharp. Those four corners you need to get very sharp to where it looks something like this. It's important because then that establishes the main frame of the actual trap. The next thing you want to do is actually get the last bit and pieces of the wire from original cutting the piece and use that as that last tightening process for the actual trap to make it nice and solid.
Okay, so I'm making the outer shell of what is to be the trap, and we're going to put the solid backing on this side and the ramp and flap on this side so it goes in there and then can't get back out.
Cool, man. Cool. Alright, so the next part of the video, I'm actually going to be establishing the back section of the trap. It's very simple. Again, all the information is going to be down in the description for the details of the size and the size of the cuts, really. It's going to be down in the description for you guys to get exact dimensions of what you need for establishing that for the size of the trap we're using. But here you can see me just wrapping the extra pieces of wire from the original cut. I use that to, as you can see, like right there's an example, I use that to actually tighten up the main frame. It makes it nice and sharp, nice and sturdy, and very strong. Pretty much prevents the turtle from coming out of the trap. Alright, and what we actually doing right here, this is an example of how we cut the wire. Here we're cutting it with wire cutters for the ramp. Conrad's actually helping me do this. And the reason is, it's really helpful with two people. But in the next clip, we're going to be talking about the reason and the purpose of the ramp, and why we cut it the way we did, and what the ramp is used for. So stay tuned for that.
Alright, so this is the part this is the ramp that leads up into the trap. It is 4 by 12. And it has these spikes on the outer edge so that we can wrap around the part where they connect. So it'll fit in here like this, and it will ramp up with the trap gate coming down here, interlocking. And so the turtles will crawl up this gate, push open the latch, go in to get the bait, but when they try and exit, they will just go under it and not up and over. So this will help deter them from exiting the trap.
You got it, man. How's the little food pouch coming, dude?
Pretty good. I just need to, it's hard, bending these back.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that just takes some time.
Yeah.
Essentially, we're doing the bait a couple inches, let's say 6 inches, to the center of the bait. Let's say it's 10 inches, 8 or 10 inches. You want not so far back and also not so far forward, and then split the difference in the middle. So you have pretty much just something like that. And then all he did was, you know, just fold it around. You get the deal. So what we're gonna do here is, if you want to, go ahead and zip tie this top as tight as possible. One there, one here, one here, one here. But the ones that are on the edges, you want them to be opposite. So the corners, or anywhere there's a joint. Yeah, right there, you got it. Awesome.
Yeah, okay, so we didn't put the bait back here, like the bait holder back here yet, but it's gonna be right back here. So when the turtle comes in here, this is moving, so it'll be able to go in, and then once it goes in, it'll drop down and it won't be able to go back through. And this right here is raised, so it won't be able to go back out.
Alrighty, so as you can see up there, it's kind of a mess. We have a lot of stuff going on, a lot of different projects. I even got a scratch right here on my face, nothing too special, but there's a lot of metal cutting. So if you guys do want to wear gloves, I highly suggest that. As well as doing all that, we are hopefully going to try to do about 10 different, or at least 15 maybe, I'm not sure, a whole bunch of different traps. So it's going to take a little bit. But behind me we have a finished product, so we're just going to go ahead and go through exactly what we got going on. All the legal measurements that it has to be are going to be down in the description, as well as the measurements of the trap. So if you want to check that out, if you have any questions, go ahead and go down in the description. Everything you need is down there. Now anytime you have a trap that has an animal in it, you want it to consist of some sort of door, trap mechanism, or whatever. So on this trap, for example, we have a trap door with a ramp. So if you think about it, we have a door that comes down, a ramp that goes up like this, and a door that comes down like this. So essentially, it's like a stop mechanism, which is what we have right here. We have a ramp at the bottom that goes up about 2.5 inches, 3 inches, that's connected with the wire on either side of the base. And then that ramp has a trap door on it that will come down and hit it and prevent any animal from returning once it's back in the cage. The next thing we added is a little wire that's connecting both sides of the trap. It's kind of hard to tell, but we used a little wire and pinched this together just a little bit and held it with the wire in the middle. The main purpose of that is so that A, the trap's secure, the turtle can't spread it open and rip it apart, and B, it prevents the trap door from getting stuck, you know, on the sides or whatever. But once the turtle's in, he doesn't have enough room to come even push the door open, hypothetically push the door open. So that wire is good for that reason of getting that turtle in and keeping that door and keeping the trap secure. And the second most important part, other than the trap door, is we got the bait holder. This is important. A, you want a strong bait holder so the trap doesn't get destroyed with a turtle trying to eat the food. And B, you want to make something that's really, really tough so that, you know, over time it doesn't fall apart when you're using it. And simply all we did was just get a little sleeve of chicken wire and make a little tunnel, drop it down in, and then use a little trap door of some sort to pretty much enclose that bait holder, just like that. You just drop your bait down in there, close the door, and you're good to go, and good to go ahead and set the trap up.
Alright, so that's the end, guys. I hope you've enjoyed what you've watched so far. Next video is pretty much going to be we're setting the 5 traps that we made, and hopefully we can catch some turtles. I'm looking to get some shells, so that would be nice.
Yep, and we have Conrad, Lincoln, and Keller. If you guys want to know their names again, they're pretty cool guys. One heck of an outdoor I guess, studs. So stay tuned for the next episode, and I will see you guys on future episodes of Antlered Pursuit TV. Signing off, and I'll see you guys next time.